This month, you can be more mindful of what you eat with National Nutrition Month. And it's also Registered Dietitian Day, so Sarah, happy Registered Dietitian Day.
Well, thanks, Taylor.
Sarah, real quick, a little background. She is a dietitian with University of Michigan Health Sparrow, and she's going to be touching on National Nutrition Month and what you need to know. So Sarah, this year's theme is Food Connects Us. Can you explain what that means?
Well, food connects us in many, many different ways, from our culture to our heritage to our current stage of life. Because believe it or not, from the time you're an infant until you're a geriatric, you have different nutrient needs, right? Depending on what medical conditions you have, what type of job you have. I mean, food connects us in many, many areas of our life. And we use food for celebrations, we use food for grieving. Food is all around us.
Food is all around us, and it's not just a want at times, it's really a need and helps us fuel our body. Like I know you mentioned earlier, like a car needs gas. It's similar in those ways.
Yep.
So how can our lifestyles affect our relationships with food? You talk about the many different stages of life we go through, but what does that relationship look like?
Well, depending on what stage of life you're in, you have a different type of relationship with food. A lot of times it could be a negative relationship with food or food shaming, body shaming, that type of thing that can affect food in a negative way in your life. Other times it's a positive way. You're spending time with grandma in the kitchen baking a pie. You're spending time with your child in the kitchen learning how to slice an apple. There's a lot of different ways to create that positive relationship with food and how it can really have a great impact on your lifestyle.
I like how you mentioned the positive impact that it can have on your life, especially the examples you have. Cooking a pie with grandma in the kitchen, slicing your own apples. How can doing things on your own or in your own space help you learn more about food and what you're putting into your body?
Well, for one, it's going to probably save you money because restaurant meals are very expensive, right? But then as well, with restaurant meals comes a lot of fat, a lot of calories, a lot of added sugars, and a lot of added salts. And you don't even know all the ingredients that some places put into food, whether it's a frozen meal or a restaurant meal. So when you're preparing your own foods at home, your own meals, that's going to allow you to control how much added sugar and salt go into your food, or what type of protein source that you're choosing, or what type of grain that you're choosing. So there's a lot more positive nutritional impaction that you have by preparing your own meals at home.
We hear the saying, a little goes a long way, and I know we did a Mid-Michigan Matters with you on sodium, and I was just telling you how I've changed the ways that I eat sodium because I'm like, oh, yeah, all of this salt is in here. I don't need that much. How can eating healthier and choosing those healthier choices limit the diseases that you could be prone to?
The key to that is prevention. So if you're starting earlier in life with a healthier relationship with food, having more balance to your meals, and preparing more meals at home, well, then you're going to prevent diseases from occurring. So you're going to prevent high blood pressure, you could prevent cardiovascular disease, you could maintain a healthy or within normal range blood sugar level. So there's a lot of things that you can do with food that's going to prevent medical conditions from occurring later in life.
Start now to prevent it from happening later.
Exactly. And don't forget the physical activity and hydration are also key components to an overall healthful lifestyle too.
Just staying overall well-rounded. I like how you tied that in. Thank you, Sarah, so much for joining us on Mid-Michigan Matters.
Thanks, Taylor.
Time now to look at what we're working